So Hurley sends me their enthusiast magazine. How about that? The chromed out Fat Boy. Badass looking, isn't it? I mean, I'll tell you what. Would have I wanted one of those? Of course I would have. I would love to have gotten that. That's a badass looking bike. I bet you Bob in Melbourne would love that damn thing. All right, so now it's all about me taking my little razor. Let's open this thing up and see what happens here, right? Let's open the packaging. And like I say, I really believe that there's individuals that have connections over there in China. This all stuff is made in China, from my understanding. It's a Chinese product. And once again, my understanding is that the federal government doesn't like this thing because it's Chinese made. And I feel like these are definitely the spy, the things that create problems of spying. So it doesn't look like it's been opened, because there's a little sticker right here. So let's see here. So I'll take my little razor blade here and get that there. So I have a big ass drone. So you know what I need to do? I need to bring my other drone out that I bought years ago that I used to fly around the property. And I even flew it down, and believe it or not, I actually even used that down in Tennessee and Florida. I'm not the most experienced drone flyer by any means, but I flew that thing in my dad's neighborhood. And that was pretty tricky because there's so many trees in that area. And I mean, that was pretty cool. I think on my drone video, I have that SIM card in that drone that so shows it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the big shebang. Really cool. Nice little carrying case. So there's that. And then this is pretty nice, very professional, but look how small it is. So what's cool about it, you could see that I could definitely put this for sure, like in my Honda Goldwing or my Harley. This here, I could definitely make that work. I can make it work here. So the point is, you could take my motorcycle somewhere and where it's really nice and wide open with fields, the fields and not trees. Like there's some really great areas around here that on the back roads that are just wide open and don't have any trees per se. So this thing could do a great job of videoing me. But but would that really, I mean, I don't know, there's a fine line there of something that's going to really intrigue people on my channel to watch me just riding. I don't know. It just depends on how I get creative you get on it. And once again, I'm not the daredevil motorcycle rider. I'm not going to be doing the wheelies down the road. I'm not going to be doing the 100-mile-an-hour crotch rocket with my fire blade. You see me going these crazy turns and stuff like that. You're just not going to see that. So, I mean, I don't know. Does it really, if the drone can pick up that exhaust note on the breakout or whatever motorcycle I'm riding, maybe the Africa Twin with that new exhaust on it. I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just thinking what brings in the people like, wow, this is really cool. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, we want to see you run around your property with the dogs chasing the four-wheeler. And I was just saying earlier that, there's a very fine line there. On doing that, I would probably have to put up the dogs besides maybe like Rebel. I mean, I guess. I don't know. What the hell is this right here? See, these dogs are constantly eating things. He's eating a frog. That's a frog. Hey, Gypsy. Gypsy, leave the frog alone. Did you already kill it? This is crazy. And down in Florida, look at the frog. Have you already killed the frog? No, leave him alone. Look, come on, get away. Come on, get away from the frog. Leave him alone. Come on. Gypsy, no. Poor guy. Let me see if I can relocate him. He's okay. I just got to distract the dogs. So I've already tried to pick him up, and he's so freaked out. He's already jumped out of my hands a few times, so forget that. Leave him alone. All right, so back to it's so incredible. With the weather being cooler, I don't need these fans on, so it's so quiet. That's one thing about me. For so many years, I've been so independent, and I've never had a big family, and it's just incredible how quiet it is. And I just sometimes think to myself, I know so many people that have kids, family, and it's just a never-ending noise. And I think that just wears you out. It really does. And especially if you have kids, want to listen to their music, if you got kids wanting to rev up their motorcycles and cars. And I just think that, you know, for me, it's just such a more quiet, you know, it's so quiet. But I think some people maybe have a hard time with that. And even for me, because I'm such just like the lone, like the Charles said out there in the West Coast, he, you know, his comment is, you're the loner. You're the lone wolf. To the degree I am, and this is my wolf pack right here, because I've been so many years on my own. So for some, and I, you know, and I really do, for the most part, enjoy that. I mean, I much more enjoy kind of my own time and my own peace. I'm just not into that, all the noise and all the racket and blah, 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 blah. I just don't can go down Florida. There comes a fine line where I look at Julie and say, it's time to go home. You know, this constant noise and the arguing and the differences and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you know what? I just want to go home and get out of this. So, and that's the thing. It's the danger for me is many people drive hundreds of miles away from their home, if not more, to have this. Where it's just quiet, peaceful, the scenery. I mean, sadly, 3 years from now, could there be a major road in front of this place? It's possible. But for the meantime, you know, it's just very usually quiet. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the dogs out here because I want the frog to get out of the dog zone. But here we are. So back to this thing's so cool. It's so small. And I'm sure in all reality, it's not that radical to download the app and get this thing up and going and running. So I don't know. You know, I just may get excited for yet another project. It's possible. This is crazy. I call this the tech day. So it's cool is, you know, I wondered when I bought this, would the individual who selling this, would this be reused? Because there were a lot of used drones on eBay. A lot of these. There's the big battery. And I guess this is the charging stuff right here. Let's look. Here is, yes, this is tons. Oh, little wire ties. I guess those are repair things. The charging cable. Yeah, do you have instructions with it? I guess you do. You kind of do right here. Have this. So you just think it's more about you taking this and doing the SKU, the QR or whatever you call it. And it's all in Chinese, as you know. So, wow. Yeah, wow, everybody. But I think probably the first thing I do is charge it. But this is interesting. Okay, so that's the regular HDM, whatever you want to call it, cable. So here I would think is the battery. Let's see here if I can do this one-handed. It's a lot of one-handed techniques here when you're doing all this videoing. Some people say get a chest holder or the headset holder, but to me this has to be the battery. See there? Ooh, so there's one already plugged in. So this must be the battery charging capabilities, my guess. So, which you can just charge all of them. So the other one must already be in this here, or yeah, it's right there, I can tell. Okay, all right. So now, let's make sure everybody's behaving over here. And our little buddy, stay there. Our little buddies, no, leave it alone. Our little buddy, frog buddy's just kind of hiding out. Yeah, so now let's actually see the drone itself right here. Let's open that up with the camera in hand. Can I do it? Can I get to do a twofer here, everybody? Do I have the talent to do one-handed videography here? As you know, down, it's incredible where it's all going. Your glasses are going to be your camera, where you have your glasses on. That's one possibility. So here it is. This thing's so dinky. So small. Look at that. Look how fragile. It's so small. You know, look at the little... Wow. So now I am kind of curious as to where is the okay. So I guess that's the camera. All right. So this must be the battery, right? Okay. All right. Look at this little thing, man. Pretty cool, right? And then this is the controller. I'm assuming this is the controller. So maybe the reason we have 3 batteries, one's for that, one's for this, then there's a backup battery. That'd be my guess. So let's see here. Can I one-hand it again? I think I can. And where all this was put together. And the thing is, I guess what's going on too, I didn't really think about it, is that these new tariffs from China. If this thing has what is the tariff on China? Is it 30%, 35%? I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what the final number is. So I must have the joystick. This is kind of interesting because there's your extra blades. Oh, there's one. So there's one joystick. Here is the where is, so there is one joystick, or is there 2 in here? So there's already, maybe we have an issue. These are spare blades. Spare blades. Spare blades. Is there another, there's something else in here? That sucks. I may have been shorted. I may have been shorted a controller. So already we got a problem. Or do I? Have I looked thoroughly in this to verify that? I'm going to have to check. Well, that sucks. There's only one. You're only seeing one inside this package. But you know what? I think I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly. See these right here? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, but it has threads. Right? So where is that, everybody? I gotta look harder. This looks like, actually, this is a tool. So I'm wrong on that. There's something more to this and I don't understand. There's another picture here that shows that. Let me look at the instructions. Well, when all else fails, there it is. There's the little joysticks right there, I believe. Yep. So to make this very efficient to store in the bag. Okay, isn't that cool? So I'm glad. All right, let's go check on our Froggy buddy. And who has him now? I think so. There he is, right there. Okay, good. But I really want to get him out of this area. So I think I'm going to do. But he's really feisty. So when you go to pick him up, he's like, pooh! He jumps out of your hand. I don't want to run him over. My concern is he's going to go into my 4-wheeler in a little while from now. I'll go chase the dogs. I'll forget about him. So I got to figure something out here. But if you want to see a real good close-up of him. Hey there. Hey, little buddy. We got to get you out of here, buddy. Yeah. So what I need to do first is charge these batteries. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm not going to do anything. And then I'm going to do some research. And I really think that maybe looking at the FAA, but I'm on my own property right now, so I'm not really worried about that. I'd be more concerned on the FAA, because see, we're so close to the airport that's where you got to be really careful. So that's the ball game. So my little guy, I went to pick him up, and man, he hauled tail, everybody. I mean, he's on the move. I tried to pick him up, and he like, pew, he took off. So hopefully he'll get out of this area. And then there's the guys, the German Shepherds, they just love to play down next to that pond and creek, which that's cool. But here's the pool. But like today, it's nothing radically that hot. And from all that rain we had come in and the cooler weather that came in, this pool, I guarantee, has dropped. Oh yeah, it's a good 10 degrees. Cooler, but boy, I tell you, it's tempting. But you know what? I've gotten so chapped from this chlorine. I mean, I really have. I mean, I'm in a lot of pain. in the wrong area back here where I swim. It's gotten in that. I mean, so, oh my gosh, down on my legs. So I'm really, from swimming, I've really chaffed, I guess you could say. And so I really need to stay out chlorine just for my body to heal. So here is the Scotty boy. But what's funny is, where'd this guy go? He was just right in this area, and I just can't believe he moved that quickly to get out of this area. But he may have. Like I say, my worry is I'm going to run him over. Oh well, if it ain't me, it's somebody else, right? But anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to, no swimming this afternoon. I'll pass on that. And so back to the drone. And all right, let me start charging this thing up. But I don't know if we'll get any video time of this today or not. I don't know yet. I have to think it through. I'm going to eat my words, everybody. Baltimore just went from being 0 to 4 to 3. Ninth inning, bottom ninth inning, went out. They're at Chicago. And wow. So this is a great game to kind of sit down and watch for a second as I charge up my drone. Now, this is very interesting. So, why is it only showing this one charging? I don't understand that. Why isn't this one charging? Does it go one at a time? I have no idea. That's interesting. This, when I relocated it, started flashing, but then it stopped. So I don't know. Does this thing only charge one battery at a time? Possible. Well, this is good. This is a 2 people on base, 2 outs. Ooh, man, talk about pressure. But here, so now what they recommend is you keep this little cover on the bottom of this to protect the blades. But it's pretty simple. You just pop this little strap. This little strap literally just comes undone. I can do it here with one hand. So see there, that one strap pops, and then this just slides out. So that's cool. And then you rotate the, I don't know if you have to turn this on to have these arms rotate, so I'm not going to do that yet. I don't know yet. Yeah, the way this feels, I feel like it's electronically does that. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to charge the batteries as it recommends. And it says right here to remove the battery right here. I'm going to take that out to charge that as well. Yeah, once again, it's a mystery. When you plug this in, these things light up for a second, then they stop. But it's all right. I'm going to charge this up. Got this thing here in standby mode. Don't want the dogs to get this damn thing. The dog could eat this thing like a frickin' toy. So I'm going to put this back in its nice little protective case. All right, so timeout mode until the battery's charged. I can't do much of anything. I'm putting back all the paper, all the stuff, official stuff, all the stuff here, right in here, and stay tuned. All right, back in the box. Put in protective area. Like I say, I gotta get my other drone out. It'd be neat to show you my other drone. It's a really big-ass drone. It's a very nice drone, but it's ancient in today's world of technology. Which that one there runs off of your phone. And this here, so I don't know enough about this. I'm assuming you can run this unit off your phone as well, but it does have its own little joystick. But when I say that on my other one, the phone, what do you got? Okay, I thought, you're okay. You're okay, baby. For a minute, I thought she had eaten the damn frog. That's just part of the pond. You're okay, baby. You're okay. So my other drone, you had your screen. I guess it's the same thing with this as well, that your phone is the actual screen for that controller, in which you look through your phone with the controller, I guess. So I don't imagine how else would it work. How else would you be able to see where the drone is looking at without having it attached to your phone and watching it through your screen on your device. So I think that's the exact same thing. Even I'm amazed I've done what I've done today, because I'm telling you, some days you're just like, who the hell wants to do anything, right? And you have those days you're like, I just really don't want to do anything. I just want to chill out. Those days, everybody has those days. You need those days in all reality. So did I ever get to Africa? No. When do we get that? Who the hell knows? Oh, I think it's quitting time, everybody. I'm hungry. I haven't had much of anything to eat today. And it's now 5:13. What's my Samsung watch say? Did I get it far enough? See, here's interesting is if I don't get this thing over enough, but this thing needs to be charged up. This thing may... No, you have to... I need to set the settings so it has better movement. It's 5:13. And what is... I mean, so I started going at, I think, about 9 o'clock this morning. So for me, I've been yakking off and on, making videos throughout the day. So just think about that to yourself as a person. Today, I've already been off and on my camera throughout the day, and now it's 5 o'clock. And that's what I share with everybody, is when you make these videos, and to me, definitely there does come a point in this videoing, I'm just like burnt out. I am like, man, I do not want to talk. And so I kind of disappear a little bit here and there. Not a lot. I mean, I can guarantee you, for all the YouTubers out there, I can promise you I have more YouTube content than most YouTubers in this industry for the short amount of time of being in it over 5 years. There's no way. I'd love to hear somebody tell me there's another YouTube creator that has close to 5,000 videos within a 5-year time frame. There's no way. And I know, but it's more about the quality, not the quantity, but I just keep on going and going and going, because I think the more that you're in the community, the more people see you, they want to see you. And that's a danger. Once you start disappearing on this video and you're only here and there, I think it just, people kind of fade away and they just kind of move on. And I get it, where the more specialized creators have incredible talents, and they can take you on a camping trip and tell you exactly how to camp out in the woods, how to make your fire, how to make your food, how to make your tent, what tent do you buy, where do you go, blah, 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 blah. Those people are very talented. I don't have that. I don't have that, my channel is all about me sharing the fun of going and buying a car and truck and motorcycle. And now all the channel is about is me not having fun of that anymore, and how I'm sharing with you the having so much fun created so much hardship. Anybody know these stories? Yeah. Everybody has a story. So that's it. I'm going to shut the hell up. And I'm sure some video content will be coming to you here shortly after I upload all the video today, and maybe give you something this evening to hang out and listen to the comments. Because it's interesting when some others comment and they comment with each other, which I like that. That's good. Everybody's kind of getting to know each other. There's no fear. You can comment on my channel. So if anybody out there thinks that I'm controlling all that, I'm not. Do I have other parties spying on my channel? I do. And then it turns into, so that's the challenge I have, everybody. I think people think I'm just a lone man here. Oh, believe it or not, when I turn this video off, there are other voices in the background that do have to be heard. So sometimes I have to kind of draw the line. Sorry, it's not me. But anyways, God bless. I hope everybody has a great evening. And can I get motivated to pull the Camaro out, get it all cleaned up, take the car show tomorrow? I should do that. That would be fun. So maybe I do that. Maybe I get excited right now to shut the hell up and get the Camaro out and take the show. The Plum Crazy Charger is just as much fun, but the Camaro really is a very unique and fun car. So maybe I do that. Let me shut the hell up.